Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up all the wonderful drivers out there, the fantastic passengers? You guys are welcome to the Driverpreneur channel, and in today's video we'll be reviewing the rideshare app called Indriver. I'll be talking about this Indriver. In the past I've had a lot of questions of people asking me why I don't talk about the application or if I use it at all. So in today's video we'll be discussing everything that has to do with Indriver, and let's check if it's actually worth it for a driver to drive on that platform. So stay tuned. Oh, this sound is dedicated to all the drivers that work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oba, I see you. Lucky Admiralty, running all night shift, sleeping on the traffic light. Nobody really see your pain. Yeah, so on this channel I've mainly and majorly talked about just Uber and Bolt and neglected Indriver. However, I've been driving with the app. I used the app some couple of times in the past, especially that was last year in January 2020. I drove with the Indriver application, and why I drove with the app is at that time, just like now, the request was very low. There were no requests incoming. Like the requests were not as frequent as it used to be in December and early January. So I just thought about it. No promotions running in the two applications, which is Uber and Bolt. And I thought about it that okay, why not try something else since I have this Indriver in my phone. Let me try it for a change and see if it's more profitable. So I started using the application. And I discovered that of course there were no commission. One thing about the app is that they don't charge drivers commission for every trip you fulfill. Yes, they don't collect commission. So I wonder how Indriver makes money. But however, there's a downside to it. There's a downside to the application. The fares are usually fixed. So how it works is a rider requests a ride and offers a fare. When the incoming request comes, you see a price tag, coming on to the, like a price tag. They say this rider is offering so amounts from so point A to point B. So this request flashes on different drivers around that axis. So any driver that is okay with the fare, picks and fulfill that ride. So in the case where there's a lot of traffic on the way, you don't have additional waiting time, so the fare is fixed. And this is where I have a problem with them. Like there was a day I took a trip from around K2 axis going towards First Stack, and I was in traffic. For more than 1 hour. Getting there, the price was fixed, and it was really annoying. This is the downside of the Indriver. That's one of the downside of the Indriver application. Right now I'm planning on going back to driving with them because yesterday, for instance, I had to drive all the way from Agor Palace down to my house, which is about a 25-kilometer drive. If I had Indriver, because I noticed one thing about Indriver has a lot of requests. There's a lot of people that request on Indriver. Yes, I must say that they have a large rider pool. Nigerians now, they like it when something is fixed. They don't want to pay that extra cost for traffic. They don't want to pay that extra cost for waiting. So in times like that where I have to go home, I can just turn on the app, because there's a good side of the app too. They don't penalize you for not picking requests, so there's no activity score and all those kind of things. And you also get to see where the destination of the rider. So yesterday where I had to drive all the way 25 kilometers to my house, I would have just turned on my my Indriver app, then most likely get a request coming at least close to where I'm going to. Then I'll make money for that drive, and then shorten my distance. I'll be driving home without a passenger. Not every time you get set destination trip on most of these applications with the popular applications, especially in some kind of places. I noticed something about that Agor. Getting set destination to certain part of Lagos is usually very difficult. So I may just be having to go back to driving with Indriver once in a while. Maybe when I have to wait so long. These days the traffic is not much, so I don't think it will be much of a problem with the traffic issues, because right now a lot of people are out of Lagos. Lagos is a little bit decongested, so the roads are freer. So I may just be driving with Indriver. And one thing about Indriver is, the good thing about it is inspection is very flexible. Once you have an active account with either Bolt or Uber, you can just upload your profile as a driver, and then use that, then take a picture of your car, take a picture of your driver license, and that is it, and you can start driving with the application. So if you're a driver out there, do you drive with Indriver, and how has been your experience so far? Are there promotions running? Because I don't know of any promotions that run on Indriver, even from the time I was very active with them, driving with them. So for me, Indriver is just like a, like a substitute, like an augmenting, an app that just augments the other major applications. So while I was making this video, I had to just take a minute. I went outside to verify my profile, and right now I can go online. As you can see, this is the interface of the Indriver app. You can see various requests. Some of them are expired while some are still active, so you can go through all the the request and see if there's anyone you would like to fulfill. That's how the application works. While as you are waiting, other incoming requests can also come and meet you as a driver for you to either accept or reject. And another thing about the app is that you can switch mode. You can switch from driver to passenger mode, and request a ride. As you can see, this is how you switch. Then you request for where you are going to, and then you offer your own fare. There's always a base fare that is set. You can adjust it by yourself, either going up or going down. So that is it about Indriver. Nothing much. This is exactly how the application works. You can just go to the App Store, to your Play Store, and download the application, and you can get going. It's so easy as that, just to support your other applications. So that's it for today's video on Indriver, review, the app review. So guys, I think I'll be going inside to have breakfast, and then probably set out for today. So it's from the Driver to all you guys out there. I'm saying peace, and guys, please stay safe.